Right, here's one I've just bought off of eBay. It's a DualShock 4. It's a version 1 of some generation. I don't think it's ever been opened, looking at the case. On the sales description it was sold as fully working, but one of the rumble motors wasn't rumbling. I've just tested it all and I think it all seems to be fine. But until I open it up, I will never know. I'm just looking it all over. The left stick is showing some sort of peel up or bubble under the rubber on the analog stick. I'm wondering if this is a version 1 Gen 1 looking at it. But otherwise it's in tip-top condition. I've never seen an old pad in such good condition and sell for so low for what I paid for it. But let me just reset the circularity. If I'm right, when I've peeled this open, I can make sure that all this information is correct. I think the only reason this was sold really is because it had a slight bit of drift in the top right position on the right analog stick. Right, as you can tell, verifying my other pads that I've repaired, an average error of about 9 to 10% is nominal on unaltered control pads. So it might be just that it's got a slight stick wear, that it's reading a little bit more, but it doesn't look like it's been used that much. It really doesn't. I'll show you all in the right, let's see what's the worst position over here. I think it was 8 0745. It's not sticking. 07451, and I think got it to 08 somehow, because you can see the red 2 version positions here. It's had it's not. I've tested the headphone jack and that all works. The speaker works. All the buttons work. I mean, even the main triggers, L2 and R2, they're reaching 400%, no problems. It doesn't look like it's been dropped. It's not worn. The triggers are all straight. They're not worn out. Right, L1, L2, share button, options button, square, triangle, circle, X. Everything feels fabulous except for one of the D-pad buttons. Right, we've got left, works fine, up, fine, down, fine, and right feels slightly spongy, so when I take it all apart I can have a look at that. But otherwise it's giving 100% presses all the time, even though it feels slightly spongy. Touchpad, and touchpad, click and drag, yep. Stay there, that's it. PS button, 100%. L3, R3, 100%. Return to centers. I'm going to guess this is a Gen 1. The build quality on it is off the charts. And I think the only thing this needs is some million ohms resistance trim pots, just to drag that axis free back to the plus position. But even then it's still within acceptable tolerances. And they're smooth as silk, these sticks. There's no judder in any direction. I don't understand. Why did someone sell it? It's fluid. It's fluid in all directions. I am perplexed. And I've tested it and I've hooked it up to my PS4, put it in the charge dock, and I've also put it on the playroom to rumble the motors, and I never heard any odd sounds or anything. It all just seems to work. Even the tilt, that all works. Right, let's upload this and I will crack it open and see what it looks like, and maybe modify do the trim pot modification just to make it so that the analog sticks can be recentered, and it will slightly draw in that average error and allow me to center it with million million ohms resistance trim pots. And then this one I think will just be ready to go, straight off the cuff. Right, thanks for watching. I'll stop babbling.